Good day everyone and welcome to today's presentation on security models. So to define security models, these are formal frameworks or sets of rules that organizations use to define how information and resources should be protected within a computer system. So these models help us decide who can access what data, under what conditions, and how to prevent unauthorized access or changes. So by following a security model, organizations can ensure their information is kept confidential, accurate, and available when needed. So we have three security models that we are going to explain in this presentation. There is the Bell-LaPadula model, the Biber model, and the Clark-Wilson model. So we're going to start with a security model, the Bell-LaPadula model. And this one was developed in the 1970s by the US Department of Defense to address the challenge of protecting classified and sensitive information. So this model is based on a multi-level security policy. In simple terms, it means that a person or system that is called a subject, right, with a certain security clearance can access information that's called an object at their level or below, but not above, right? For example, someone with a secret clearance can access secret or confidential documents, but not top secret. However, even within the same clearance level, access is only given on a need-to-know basis. So just having the right clearance is not enough. You also need a valid reason to access the specific information. In other words, access to a specific object is granted to the classified levels only if a specific work task requires such access. Then the main goal of this model is to prevent classified information from leaking to people with the lower security clearance, right? So it does this by blocking users with a lower clearance when accessing higher level information. So it's important, it's important, right? It's very important to note that this model focuses only on confidentiality, keeping information secret. It does not address whether the information is accurate, which is integrity, or always available, which is the availability. Remember the CIA trade that we explained during our first lectures, first presentations, cybersecurity presentations. So because of this, organization often use the Bell-LaPadula together with other models that focuses on integrity and availability. The diagram on the screen is explaining what I've been explaining during the previous slides. So you can see that information can't flow down to less secure level, right? So Bob in the middle can't read up if he's assigned a symbol property. Bob can't write down if he's assigned a star property. Information can't flow down to less secure level, right? Then we move on to the Biber model. So while Biber model, Bell-LaPadula is all about confidentiality. This model was created to focus on integrity, making sure information is trustworthy and not tampered with. So Biber is especially useful for non-military organizations like banks or hospitals, where data accuracy is more important than secrecy. So like Bell-LaPadula, Biber is a multi-level model as well, but it works in the opposite way. It prevents lower integrity users or processes from modifying higher integrity data. For example, in a hospital, a nurse might be able to view a patient's medical record but not change it. Only a doctor can make updates. This helps prevent accidental or malicious changes to important data. right? So this model is also built on a state machine concept, and is based on information flow, and is a mod-level model. This is a diagram that is showing the Biba model, what we have been explaining in the previous slide. Then we'll move on to the last one, the Clark-Wilson model. This one takes a practical approach to enforcing data integrity, right? Instead of using clearance level, it defines how data can be changed, right, by limiting access to only certain trusted programs or transactions. So it's based on a three-part relationship: the subject, the user, the program, the application or transaction, and the object, which is the data. So in this model, users can't access the data directly. They must go through approved programs which enforce rules and checks. For example, in a bank, a teller can only transfer money using the bank's transaction system, which checks for errors and fraud rather than directly editing account balances, right? Right. So instead of defining a formal state machine, the Clark-Wilson model defines each data item and allows modification through only a small set of programs. So it uses a three-part relationship of subject, program, object, or subject transaction object, known as a triple or an access control triple. So subjects do not have direct access to objects. Objects can be accessed only through program. Alright, this is a diagram that shows the Clark-Wilson security model. So in summary, security models are essential for protecting information in organizations. So the Bell-LaPadula model is best for environments where keeping information secret is the top priority, such as the military or the government. The Biba model is ideal for situations where data accuracy and trustworthiness are most important, like in healthcare or finance. Then the Clark-Wilson model is widely used in business and banking, where it's crucial to control how data is changed and by whom. So by choosing and combining the right security models, organizations can ensure their data remains confidential, accurate, and available, no matter what challenges they face. This marks the end of our presentation on security models, where we explain the Biba model, the Clark-Wilson, and the Bell-LaPadula model. Thank you for listening to this presentation.